Hello and welcome back to our new Pokemon Showdown team building video. Today we have a video around Mega-Pidgeot, which just sounds weird. When you say building a team around something, you expect to hear something powerful, especially as we're in OU this week. And then you finish it off with Pidgeot? Pidgeot is not normally good, okay? Someone who played Gen 1, me, yeah, Pidgeot was terrible, okay? It really was. But Mega-Pidgeot, it got a buff. It really did, and it needed this. So this Mega, it has like one thing going for it, and that's going to be No Guard, okay? No Guard is going to be the key to this Mega success. We are going to be taking use of that. We're going to have Hurricane, obviously. Hurricane, probably the best move for Mega-Pidgeot to even learn. Flying Stab, 110 base power, can't miss, 30% chance to confuse. Really nice move. We're also going to take Heat Wave, because it's kind of needed so it can get past the Steel types. So far, that's pretty basic. You know, that's pretty basic. We're also going to ignore the fact that this thing is called Pippa, okay? We're not even going to talk about that. I've said it before, when I don't know what to name something, I just start with a name that begins with, like, the same kind of letters. They both begin with P-I, and Pippa sounded funny, so yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Now, normally you'd want to fill both slots of your stab moves. Stab, for anyone that doesn't know, would be on Pidgeot, normal type moves, and flying type moves. They'd get a bonus. But its normal type moves, in terms of being special, are absolute trash. Like, there is nothing. There's actually nothing. There's Swift, but let's be honest, who the hell is gonna run Swift? There's Uproar, which admittedly isn't too bad, but it locks you in like Outrage, and that's not something I want. So we're gonna just take it up a notch and run Hyper Beam on our Mega-Pidgeot, which, yeah, situational, right? But it could be really fun. And this does mean that we're running 3 moves that begin with H, which does tempt me to use Hidden Power, but we're gonna be finishing off this set with U-Turn. I kinda had the set in mind before I started making this. I'm kinda certain that this is what I wanna do, so we're going to be sticking with this set. I don't know how it's going to perform, okay? I don't. But we're going to build a team around it, and we're going to see if it can perform well. Because honestly, Mega-Pidgeot, I think, is one of the most amazing rainbow birds in the game. Ho-Oh is really good, but Mega-Pidgeot, that thing has some feathers on it. So, let's think about a defensive wall. Flying typing. Rock, Ice, Electric. That's what we have to worry about. Rock, Ice, and Electric. So, Rock, Ice, and Electric. That's actually a little bit of a mix there. We don't really have anything that resists all of those particularly well. Like, Ground could be immune to Electric, but it's weak to Ice. Water could resist Ice, but it's weak to Electric. So, and Rock's just generally a pain. It's hard to get around. So I think we'll focus on the types a little bit more one at a time. So we'll look for a water type to deal with the ice type weakness, and then we'll think of something else to deal with the electric type weakness. So, OU Pokemon, we have Slowbro, which is really good. Slowbro is definitely an option. We have, can't really run defensive, Cloyster. We have Vaporeon, which is an option. We have Lantern, not really an option. Quagsire, which, no. Suicune is an option. Is there anything in OU? There's Manaphy, which could be an option. There's a lot of water types, oh my god. We have a lot of options. There's Rotom Wash, which is an option. There's Rotom Wash, which is not weak to Electric or Rock. And I like that. So we're going to give you a Citrus Berry, we're going to give you a Will-O-Wisp, because we can make you a little bit physically defensive. In fact, we can make you just a general pain in terms of being physical defense. That sounds good to me. We'll take Volt Switch, we'll take Hydro Pump for stab, and I kind of want to take Foul Play so we can bring this in against physical attackers and annihilate them. However, I also want to give it Pain Split so it can, like, live. I think I'm going to go with Pain Split for the time being, and we're going to make you physically defensive, not specially defensive. Admittedly, specially defensive, yes, it pairs well with the whole Hydro Pump, like Volt Switch, you know, That's not what I mean to be saying. It pairs well with Will-O-Wisp, sorry. Wow, third time's the charm, got there in the end. Pairs well with Will-O-Wisp because that way you can take physical hits and special hits a little bit better, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to be happy with physically defensive Rotom, and we're going to look for something that resists electric and maybe rock. Rock is... It's definitely a weakness, but it's not something that I think, oh yeah, they're definitely going to be running rock-type moves in all their Pokemon. I probably should, because honestly, a lot of Pokemon do. Like, Stone Edge is common, Rock Slide is common. But we'll just look at some special defense stats and make a judgment. So Chansey is actually the cancerous in this tier, so no. I hate stall Pokemon. I don't want anything that stalls too much. Latias is tempting me. Latias is one of my favourite Pokemon, so it resists electric. And I just want to use it. You know, it doesn't resist rock, but I want to use it, so that's all I need. I don't think we can run Soldew. I'm just going to check quickly. Soldew, if we validate, does it say... Soldew is banned by OU. Okay. So, no using best item ever, sadly. So we'll run leftovers instead. I would have loved to run Soldew, I really would. Being able to add 50% onto a special attack and special defense is insane. So, yeah, that'd be nice. But I'm still going to make this a calm mindset to make up for that. We can teach this thing Recover. We can teach this thing just Dragon Pulse and Psyshock. Obviously this can be walled out by some Pokemon, that's for certain. Do we want to run this thing physically defensive as well? And that way Calm Mind will buff our other stats. I'm not going to do that, so we can still bring it in on a special attack. Don't get me wrong, being able to like just buff your defense in general so that you can take defensive hits easier and then set up Calm Minds and recover back, sure, that's useful, but hopefully we can just Will-O-Wisp everything with Rotom. That's putting a lot of pressure onto Rotom, but we'll try it. So Dragon and Psychic is walled out by... There's not Fairy Dark type, thankfully. Honestly, Steel... Something like Metagross would honestly destroy this, so we'll be wary of Metagross, but Rotom can deal with that. We'll see how it goes. That's what it comes down to. We'll see how it goes. Now, we have no resistance to rock. So, what are we looking for? What types resist rock? We have Fighting, which is probably my favourite type to resist rock. We have Steel. Fighting and Steel are probably the best. Is there another type that resists rock? Oh, there's Ground. So, I mean, if we were to take something like Excadrill, we could resist very, very highly, but at the same time, Excadrill can't take a hit. So, Fighting type. Let's have a look. We could take a Hitmonchan. Bit low tier, don't know about that. Mega Heracross. Oh, if I wasn't already running a Mega Heracross would be there in a heartbeat. It doesn't even resist rock, but I just want it for that attack stat. Let's see. Breloom. Not really what I'm looking for to take a hit. Emboar is fat, but no, it's not really what I'm looking for. It's just... Conkeldurr can take a hit. Conkeldurr can definitely take a hit. Terrakion, now that's something I just want to use, to be honest. Oh, I like its stats. I like Terrakion. Also, we would then have Rock-type moves on our team to hit back with, and this thing could be our choice Scarfer, actually. So, we'll run with Terrakion. This isn't set in stone yet, okay? This is not set in stone yet. But we will run a Choice Scarf Terrakion. Like, I already kind of know what I want to run on it, so, Rock Slide or Stone Edge? As with Choice Scarf, Rock Slide flinches could be a thing, so we'll go with Rock Slide. And for our final move, I would run Iron Head or Poison Jab, but honestly, they're not really going to do too much for me. Sure, they hit Fairy types, but at the end of the day, so does Rock Slide, and it's not too much weaker than that, so I'm going to ignore Iron Head and Poison Jab. Maybe we could run something like X-Scissor. Don't get me wrong, that's an incredibly weird thing to run, okay? It really is, but I'm going to do it because it could take some people off guard. No one expects X-Scissor. Ever. I don't expect X-Scissor. So we'll do it. Now, what are we weak to? Or what are we lacking? Stealth Rocks are a problem, so I would like a Rapid Spinner. So we'll get that out of the way before we start thinking about our last member, which will hopefully cover up all of the weaknesses for the rest of our team. At the moment, we're looking like we have a pretty solid team. We have, like, no weakness to ground. Flying, levitate, ground types, Earthquake, never heard of it. Way too risky for the opponent to ever go for Earthquake. Meaning we can potentially get some safe swaps into Terrakion in that case. That's kind of nice. Now, Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin, Rapid Spin, Rapid Spin. Delibird can learn Rapid Spin? Delibird can learn Rapid Spin? Hold up. Are we serious? Oh my god. How did I not know that? I'm so sorry, Delibird. I should have known. I really should have known. But who expects that? Seriously. Oh my god. I would love to see that. I really want to use it, but let's face it, 4 times weak to rocks to get rid of rocks, that's not happening. Let's see, what else do we have? I did say Excadrill earlier, but it's just not what I want on my team. It's not. I want something kind of bulky. Honestly, like, all of our team resists fire, so we could pick up a Fortress without too much of a worry at all. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not adding any weakness or anything. And it's pretty bulky overall, so we can give this thing Rapid Spin, we can give it Stealth Rocks of our own. I am going to run Earthquake on it, which may seem a little bit weird, because normally you wouldn't run offensive moves on a Fortress or anything like that. You'd maybe run Volt Switch. But honestly, its attack stat, it's not the greatest, okay? I'll admit that, but it's not terrible. 90 base attack? That's reasonable. I mean, it's not comparable to, like, anything else. We're running special attack of 105 on Rotom. It's still over 100, I guess. Yeah, okay, I guess it's not the best in OU, but it's still there. It's still useful. And how are we gonna run? Do we want to run Rocky Helmet on this Fortress? Now that could be really good. However, I also kind of want to run something that will get its health back. Nah, we'll go with Rocky Helmet. We're fine. We're fine. And we will also run Toxic. This works because Toxic doesn't work on Steel types or Poison types. Earthquake hits Steel types and Poison types. For the most part. Obviously, there are some Pokemon like Skarmory that this is just not going to work against. If that happens, then we're swapping. That's pretty obvious. Now, do we want to run physically defensive? Well, we're running Rocky Helmet anyway, so we may as well. This thing's just not here to take special hits, that's fine. You also look kind of funny shiny. Yeah, okay, we're just going to call you Nugget and you're done. Oh, I had caps on. Okay, that's fine. We're going to name you Nugget and be done. What about other names? Rotom? I have no name for Rotom. I have no name for Rotom at all. I'd honestly just call it annoying little piece of shit, but probably not the best. Latias I have a name for. We can call you Bianca, because in the anime, the girl, well actually I think it was a movie, in the Heroes Latias and Latios movie, Bianca is the girl that Latias transforms into, so that works. Terrakion, I don't have a name for yet. We'll come back to the other names. Rotom and Terrakion, jeez, I have no idea. I have no idea at all. Let's see, what can round up this team? What are we lacking? We are lacking a little bit of physical power. I would like a physical attacker. I would like... we have a fire type move, actually. I'd like something that can learn a grass type move. I don't know what, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be a grass type, but grass type move is kind of essential. I'd like a knockoff user as well. So, if we fill her with knockoff. Venusaur can get knockoff, that's kind of funny. Let's see. I also want a type that isn't ridiculously weak to anything. Like, I don't want an ice type. I don't want anything weak to ice, sorry. If it's weak to ice, that would be a problem because we have multiple ice weaknesses. Knockoff. Physical Gengar? I mean, no. No. Oh, this is Mew can fit anything. Mew can actually do anything. Mew will never be a problem on the team. We do already have a Psychic type, but Mew can change anything. It can fit any role. So Mew as a last resort is a nice option to have. Which is one reason why OU can be such a pain to fight in. What else do we have? Crawdaunt? Crawdaunt doesn't learn a grass type move. Oh, this is... I'm really desperate for that grass type move. Can Weavile learn a grass type move? Because Weavile would be really nice to have. Weavile would be really nice to have. I would like to have a Weavile. I'm just gonna check. Do you get any grass type moves at all? Hidden Power Grass. Grass Punch. Please. There is like nothing grass here, is there? Is it only Hidden Power Grass? That's a problem. Because there are Pokemon like Quagsire and fricking Swampert and stuff like that that are going to be a problem if we don't have any grass type moves. We need something to check them. Maybe something like Gallade could work because it can learn Leaf Blade. But at the same time, it's not the typing I want. It's really not. We could take a Superior, but that's special with Contrary normally, and that wouldn't be what I'm looking for. This is very difficult. In all honesty, I'm more tempted just to take a Weavile and say screw it to the Grass type weakness and all that stuff. Maybe put a Grass type on something else. I think we're going to stick with Weavile and see how it goes. So we'll stick with Weavile. We'll give it a Life Orb, because I always want to run Focus Sash on this thing, but I never try the Life Orb set, and I kind of want to try it. So we'll give you Ice Shard. We will give you Knockoff, obviously. We'll give you... I'd rather run Ice Punch than Icicle Crash, purely because it's guaranteed to hit. And for final move, normally people would run Low Kick. I might run Low Kick, I might run Swords Dance, I don't know. If we can get 3 Swords Dance off, that'd be really good. We don't really have much setup. Maybe we're gonna do something a little bit different here. We're gonna run Low Kick, not Ice Punch. Ice Shard is gonna be our only Ice type move. And we're gonna run Swords Dance. So, yeah, this could be terrible. Because of that, I really do want to run a Focus Sash, actually. I know, I just don't like the Life Orb set, I really don't. I like Focus Sash Weavile a lot more. And thinking you have Pickpocket, Thief, main character's name, and Thief, I think was like Garrett. I have no idea how you spell Garrett. I think that's how you spell Garrett? I don't even know. I don't have a clue. Thief the game. I'm thinking the protagonist was called Garrett. I don't know. I never actually played the game, to be honest, but I'm fairly certain I know the protagonist's frickin' name. Could be wrong. Who knows? Either way, it looks weird and I like it. Terrakion, we can name you fricking... I have no idea. Do you learn any Grass-type moves? Because I would really like a Grass-type move on something. Giga Drain Fortress. Oh, it's so tempting, and that's really bad. We could run Energy Ball on Latias, but that's so weird to run. No one would ever expect it, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't. We need the moves that we have. Maybe instead of U-Turn on Mega-Pidgeot, we'll run Hidden Power Grass instead. Does the Switch initiative really matter? Is U-Turn going to be doing anything for us? Not really. I mean, obviously Switch initiative is nice, but I think we're going to run Hidden Power Grass instead. And that way we have 4 H moves, which I'm kind of happy about, actually. It feels like I'm just running a gimmick set this week, but I'm actually really not, but it really is. So Rotom, I have no name for you. You're just being left kind of blank, because I don't even like Rotom. And Terrakion, we're going to name you Tucson for Tucson Terrakions, because yeah, I watch other YouTubers. Deal with it. So that is going to be our team. Obviously, our main weakness with this team is going to be the fact that we do not have a Grass-type move. Definitely an option would be to swap out Weavile with something that wants a Grass-type move, like a frickin' Farfetch'd with Leaf Blade would probably be better, but we'll see how this goes. That is going to be our team for this week, and if you guys have enjoyed this team building episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!